fuck's up with the camera? What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. Alright, welcome to my Shazam spoiler review. I've been wanting to get this out even sooner than this. It's just been, I don't know. I was going to get it out over the weekend, but I got food poisoning, so I was just out. I was just down for the count pretty much the whole week, and it just really fucked everything up. But I have the day off of work today, so I was like, you know what? Perfect time to do it. So here's my Shazam spoiler review. If you haven't seen the movie, you don't want to get spoiled, yeah, you came to the wrong spot. I actually have a normal review. Go check that out first. So I'm just going to go over certain plot points, certain things that he didn't want to talk about in the regular review, like the 7 deadly sins. A lot darker than I thought they were going to be. My God. Like when that opening sequence where you see Savannah's origin, when he's in the car with his brother, his asshole brother, and his asshole dad, and then he gets transported over to the lair, to the wizard's lair. I mean, it's pretty dark. And then the dad gets launched out of the car. I mean, you think he's gonna die, but he gets paralyzed. But I'm like, wow, dark opening. The voices, man, they just, especially if you're in a movie theater that has some good sound, man, it was like rumbling, and I'm going, there are kids in here, they are probably shitting themselves. Then there's a boardroom sequence where they just come about because Savannah is like, hey, fuckers, I found my magic shit, because that's what Savannah's doing. Ever since he was a kid, he's trying to get back to that lair, and he finally gets the power and everything, and then he goes to a boardroom where his dad and his brother are, of course, to seek revenge. Typical, cliche type story. But, yeah, then they just start just killing people, and I'm like, okay, see? Movie's a lot darker than people are thinking. Now, of course, a lot of people might be like, oh, what about the jokes? What about the jokes? What did I think about the jokes? They all didn't work as normal. I know there's some people that are just, they want to think it's just a Marvel movie. I'm like, no, I thought the humor was on point most of the time. I think one of my favorite ones was when they went and bought beer for the first time, and it came out, and they went to drink it, and they spit it out, and it's like, it tastes like actual vomit. I'm paraphrasing. I don't know if that was the actual line, but it got a good laugh, and it got a good laugh out of me. Because it's true. The first time you drink beer, it tastes like vomit. Now, it's good. The other joke that got me too was right before the Shazamily shows up, and Billy realizes, or Shazam realizes, that if everybody just holds onto the staff and yell his name, that they'll turn into pretty much what he's turned into. And it was just funny because he goes, all right, just everybody grab the staff and yell out my name, and they went, Billy! They just all yelled Billy, and it's just, I don't know, it just got a really good laugh. I bursted out laughing because it was perfectly executed, and that's what I'm talking about when it comes to humor, right there. Also forgot Megan Good was going to be the older version of the little girl, and I was like, oh, that was pleasant, because there's a heartbreaking mother scene where Billy does track down his mother, and that was pretty touching. That got pretty emotional. I mean, I don't know, kind of pulls at the heartstrings a little bit, because she was just like, I lost you on purpose. Sorry. It's pretty sad. But then it just gives Billy the oomph, and that's when you see him go onto the rooftop and do that incredible scene where pretty much it's not his first flight scene. It's just when Billy really realizes what he needs to become. And that's what's great about the DCU movies. There's a lot of those moments. It seems like every hero has one of those moments in their solo film. Mr. Mime in 7 Realms. Are we going to see that in the next one? Because that was the mid-credits scene where Savannah was, trying to get the sequence right of the glyphics, the hieroglyphics or whatever, to try to get back to the lair. And then all of a sudden we see Mr. Mime, who we see at the beginning, and then we see him again. And it looks like they're going to team up, and that's going to be interesting. Then the post-credit scene was just like, whatever. It was, an Aquaman joke. It wasn't even that good. So, but then let's, talk about what everybody was talking about. Yep, there are some people that are not happy with it, and you know what? The way I looked at it was, they shouldn't have put it in there. It was unnecessary. I was like, if you're not going to get Cavill and you're not going to get a new actor, which apparently that was the case. There was almost going to be a new actor, but Sandberg was like, no, let's not do that. So why don't you just not just cut his head off, cut the whole thing out. They did tweak the costume though. If you look at it closely, the yellow is a little more darker, and they put red around, like the fake belt part, which I don't hate that. I don't hate the red around here. I remember there's been some mock-ups where it had it like that, and I'm actually okay with that. But it's just kind of dumb. It's like, it just didn't work. And to me, and I don't know, how anybody else feels about this, but it ended very much like Spider-Man Homecoming ended. Because Billy was like, I forgot exactly what he said, but he was like, said something that just cuts out to, the ending credits that's like drawings and stuff like that. And it just very much reminded me of Spider-Man Homecoming. There are some parallels to Spider-Man Homecoming with Shazam. I'm not going to say that I did not see those. But, Shazam, I just felt was a better made movie. Overall, still dig the movie. I didn't get a chance to see it again. I would love to. But I don't know if that's going to happen. I might just have to wait till it comes out on video. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Because, there's other movies. A lot of movies coming out in the next few weeks. So there you go, guys. There's my spoiler review of Shazam. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. It's just the stuff I wanted to talk about. Let me know your thoughts about it down below. Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel. Visit filmjunkie.com for all my content. Follow me on the social media stuff right there. And visit the closet for shirts and stickers. All right, guys?